Hello, and welcome to the Good Vibes Lifestyle live stream happening every Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So yes, this is the Good Vibes Lifestyle, and all about living the Good Vibes Lifestyle, which, what does that mean? Well, it's living in the higher vibration emotions of love, peace, joy, happiness, prosperity, abundance, enlightenment, as opposed to the lower vibrations of fear, shame, hate, all of the lower vibrations. So this is all about how to raise your vibrations so you can attract the kind of life that you want. And I'm so excited because this particular live stream is the 100th episode. So yay, I have been doing this live stream almost every week. There were a couple of weeks that I had skipped for one reason or another, but this is the 100th episode of this live stream, and I'm so excited because I stream to several different Facebook pages, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And so if you're watching from any of those platforms, you can actually put something in the comments and I can put it on the screen, or you can make any comments that you want. And so for this 100th episode of the Good Vibes Lifestyle, I'm actually going to be giving away some free gifts to celebrate. And the way you can, and the free gifts, let me share with you what they are. They are the old oracles that I have talked about in the past. Every month I feature a different oracle deck. And I can't use all these oracle decks. I have so many already. But all these different oracle decks, I'm going to be giving away and sending them to you. So the way you can actually get into the drawing is to sign up for my newsletter, my email list. And you do this by going to tinyurl.com /capital G, capital V, capital L, capital S for Good Vibes Lifestyle, 100th with a small th. So I will put this in the description, but to enter, and what I'm going to do is this whole week up until next week, midnight the day before on Wednesday, you can actually sign up for this drawing. So all you have to do is go to this website again. I will put it in the show description on YouTube, tinyurl.com /capital GVLS, all caps, 100th, and TH is small. So this will get you just sign up with your name and your email, and next week on this episode, I will put everyone's name on the wheel. We'll spin the wheel, and I have several, not just one prize to give, one gift, but several. So it depends on how many people actually sign up. We'll determine how many gifts I give away. And so please, I want to encourage you to sign up. This gets you on my email list, and you can always unsubscribe if you don't want to be on that. But this is the way you can actually get to be in the drawing. And when you do sign up, there'll be a little message as to how you can actually get a bonus entry for the drawing, which is actually subscribing to my YouTube channel. So check it out, and I'm so excited that this is the 100th episode. So I've been doing this for over 2 years, and it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it. So I hope you have too, and I hope it's helped everyone to raise their vibrations so they can thrive. All right, so let's talk a little bit about spiritual activism. I've been talking over the last few weeks, couple of months actually, about spiritual activism, what that's all about, and it seems to be working. There have been protests that have been violent at the Tesla sites and all, and I do not condone those, but I do encourage peaceful protesting, and there are many ways to do that, whether it's from your pocketbook, by boycotting certain things, or just meditation and sending love and light to the planet, to the countries, to our leadership makes all the difference. And I do want to remind you and remind everyone that on Sundays at 2 o'clock for 15 minutes, I've been encouraging, along with Pam Gregory, who's an astrologer from England, to start at 2 o'clock just sending love and light to the planet. You don't need to use any kind of technical things. I have been encouraging the use of the Global Coherence app, rather, from the Heart Math Institute, which you can use, but just setting aside 15 minutes at 2 o'clock. And she's actually expanded this to not just on Sundays at 2 o'clock Eastern time, so whatever time that is in your time zone, just for 15 minutes and love and light to the planet. And just as we do that as a group and collectively, we will make a change for the positive in our world. It's so important to, realize that, we're not just all by ourselves, but whatever energy we put out there, whatever energy we're vibing at, goes out to the planet. And this is how we change the planet, the world, for the better or for the worse. If we're vibing low, we're helping to keep the planet at a lower vibration. But as we focus and put our attention on higher vibing things, this is how we can change the planet for the better, for evolution, for growth, etc. All the good stuff, all the good vibes. So I just want to share that with you now. And let's talk about the astrology. We've got some astrology coming, lots going on with the astrology. The biggest thing is that tonight there is a full moon, and it's also a lunar eclipse, and it's in the sign of Virgo. So each full moon or new moon, depending what zodiac sign it is in, will determine the flavor of that new or full moon. So full moons bring things to culmination, but when it's an eclipse, it also has a different kind of energy, because they say that a full moon during a lunar eclipse is actually like a triple full moon. So we have more intensity and more impact from the full moon. And you may have noticed, as we've been leading up through this to this point tonight, you've been noticing maybe the big changes happening, or just a lot of things kind of going a little wonky. But this is kind of always part of the full, as we're building up to the full moon, and how the full moon can manifest in different ways. That's why, if you're aware of it, you can choose to respond to things instead of just reacting. And when we choose to respond to things, then we are being empowered, so that we're not just reacting to whatever is happening, but we are maintaining our sovereignty, our commanding our energy, right? Mastering our energy. So some qualities of Virgo have to do with organization, have to do with our health and attention to detail. So this particular full moon lunar eclipse is ideal for self-improvement, for decluttering, for focusing on personal well-being. It's I always see these lunar eclipses or solar eclipse, and they always come in pairs. So when there's a lunar eclipse coming, 2 weeks later, you're going to have a solar eclipse, which also has that powerful energy. So it's a great time, these eclipses, to do a reset. And you can kind of see, as we've got the sun, we've got the earth in the middle, and then you've got the moon directly 180 degrees opposite the sun. So what happens during a lunar eclipse is that the Earth's shadow blocks the sun to the full moon. And so it's kind of like going through a portal, in that, the light is being covered and then it comes back. So it's a great time for introspection and the reevaluation of routines and responsibilities in our life, and especially to identify what doesn't serve you, and to consciously let it go, as opposed to letting the universe just take care of it. Sometimes it's better for us to identify what it is that no longer serves us and let it go. And eclipses are great times to purge, to let go. And then, when the light comes back, that's the part of new beginnings. So it's a time of big changes. And the fact that it's a total lunar eclipse in the whole North America area, portends, I believe, big changes for the United States, Mexico, and Canada, all of the area that's being impacted. A little bit more so than the whole world. It does impact everyone, but it's always good to know where exactly the point of totality is happening. So it's going to happen tonight, and it starts just before midnight, but the total lunar eclipse will happen at 2:26 a.m. Eastern time tonight. And there are some people, some teachers that say stay inside, stay away from people, don't even go outside to look at the moon. I would say, do what feels right to you. But there is that also, because they feel that the light's being blocked, and so negative energies can come when that happens. So it depends on what your belief system is and what you intuitively feel led to do. But I would definitely use this energetic time to look at your life and see, what no longer serves me, then I'm just going to let go, whether it be a relationship, a job, a certain practice, weight, whatever it is that no longer serve you, a certain practice you do. Let those things go, purge those things out of your life. So yeah, this is the best way, I think, to use this energy. And of course, again, here we are celebrating the 100th episode on our lunar eclipse. So it's a great time for me to reevaluate, how is this going, and what do I need to let go of that doesn't work? And I kind of do this weekly anyway. And what does work that I continue to share. So the next big thing that's happening is then just in 24 hours later, on March 15th at 2:45 a.m. Eastern time, Mercury goes retrograde. And Mercury goes retrograde, the planet Mercury rules travel, technology, and communication. So when it goes retrograde, people notice usually we have issues in those three areas. So it will go direct. It goes until April 7th at 7:07 a.m. Eastern time. So what's really great about knowing the Mercury retrograde periods is then that's a time to be especially aware of what you're doing and paying attention to the details of in communication, in emails, signing contracts. It's better to not, if you can avoid it, don't sign a contract or anything written like that during a Mercury retrograde, because if you do, more than likely you're going to end up redoing it. So Mercury retrogrades are great times for reflection, for anything with re in it, reinvention, repair, refinance, anything with re. It's a great time to do that. It's a great time to clean up any back burner projects that have been sitting there for a while. Just clean all those up. And then once Mercury goes direct again, then it's time to proceed with new things. So this month is a very intense month, astrologically, energetically, because we have all of these different transits and energies. So be aware during a Mercury retrograde from the 15th, excuse me, to the 7th of April for potential disruptions in communication, technology, and travel. So, take the extra effort and time to cross the I's, dot the T's, make sure that just double check, because the energy is when things, miscommunications happen, and travel gets redone, and technology breaks down, and that. So I always see it as, okay, if something happens that needs to be addressed, it's basically the weak links show up during the Mercury retrograde. So don't freak out about it. Choose to respond, and don't just react, and realize, okay, this is the energy that we're in right now. So the best thing is to address these particular issues, and then that way those are cleared up, so you can move on and you're in sync with the natural flow of nature. All right, and what's coming up on March 20th is the spring equinox. So this is when the sun actually enters the sign of Aries, and Aries is the first astrological sign. So in astrology, this is kind of the new year. The new year begins with the sign of astrology. So March 20th, this is the time when kind of midway between the winter solstice and the summer solstice in June. It's kind of the midway point, and this is where we have equal day and equal night, right? Hours wise of daylight and evening. So it's a great time to bring into balance. And again, it's kind of like spring cleaning, identifying what you need to clear and get rid of, and clearing it out. And it's more impactful during this lunar eclipse energy. And also realize for the lunar eclipse, things that get started now it process out 3 to 6 months out. So this is a period of this kind of energy happening. So that's what's happening with the astrology. Lots going on. And I forgot to share this particular graph. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about longevity with light. This is a webinar that I'm hosting tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and you are invited to attend. Here's the link to join and register. And tonight is going to be very special because we have Dr. Stacy Holwiger, who is a PhD, has two PhD in both functional medicine and integrative medicine. And she's going to talk about this light technology specifically for weight loss and hormonal balance. So this will be a very great webinar to attend. You can always watch the replay if you can't go live, but if you go live, you can ask questions in the chat. It is more like a webinar type scenario. So tinyurl.com/capital L longevity, capital MAR, and then 2025 is the website to join. And we do this every month on the second Thursday of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can actually find all the past episodes on the YouTube channel for Good Vibes TV, and that is at Raise Your Vibe and Thrive if you want to search there, or just go to good-vibes.tv to get to all of the different programs and content that I create. So that's what's coming up. And then I want to let you know about a special Media Mastery Intensive that's coming up on March 18th through the 20th. It's a 3-day intensive that has to do with mastering the media and working on press releases and this kind of thing. So let me share the screen. Jill Lublin is the person that is doing this. And here I want to make sure that you can see this. There we go. This is her page. So when you go to the tiny URL I'm going to give you in just a minute, this is where it'll take you. And so in 4 days this event is going to happen, and I've taken this event before. I need to go back to my notes. I learned so much. And so she talks about public relations strategies and PR strategies and creating press releases and reaching out to different media, whether it's social media, television, radio, this kind of thing, to get out your particular message, whether you're an author, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a healer, have a business. And so if you go to this website, you'll learn about it and claim your ticket to the Media Mastery Intensive. And so let me share with you the website, or the URL to go to register for this. Now, this particular event does have a fee. It's very minimal, though, for the time and the knowledge that you'll receive. It's $97 for the 3 days. And you go to tinyurl.com/capital GVTV Media Mastery to get to that, this page right here where you can actually sign up. And I highly recommend Jill Lublin. She has all kinds of different programs and challenges and things like that. So she will be sharing those things with you. And as her other events and things come up, I will share those with you. Okay, so now it is time for the Oracle of the Month. Let's see if I can get this up here. The Oracle of the Month. So each month I love to feature a certain oracle that you can purchase from my Amazon store. And this month we are working with the Animal Elders Oracle by Asha Frost. And I really have been playing with this deck since last week, and I really like it. It has to do with the animals and Native American spirituality. So let me go ahead and share my other camera with you. So that's what the box looks like. It's a 44 deck and guidebook. And as I show you that, let's shuffle these cards and ask Spirit for a message for our highest and best good, whether you're watching now or during the replay. So what message are we getting from Spirit today from this deck? And the card I am picking is new, so they're kind of stuck together. Oh, Elder Starfish, retrieve your destiny. So here is the card. And I really like how these cards look as well, the artwork that's on it. So Elder Starfish, retrieve your destiny. And this is card number 39. And so each of the decks usually have a little guidebook that you can use to get the message. So you want to intuit the message, but you also, get guidance that's coming from the guidebook. So let me go ahead and read this to you and see what works for you here, or what resonates with you. So retrieve your destiny. Elder Starfish with waves, Elder Starfish with ocean waves washing over their star-shaped body reminds you of your harmonious connection with the cosmos and all of creation. The star nations are in close and direct contact with you at this time. Light beings surround your path. They are here to mend timelines to bring forward your most aligned destiny. You chose this destiny with your Creator before you got here. But there are still times when you have gone off path. When you feel disoriented or lost, Starfish is here to help you get back on track. Elder Starfish has an incredible ability to regenerate. Not just a missing limb, but at times an entirely new starfish body growing from just one part. The same medicine is of renewal and retrieval is offered to you for your destiny path. Elder Starfish reminds you that there are ancient galaxies that watch over you, and they ask that you open your heart wide to that support. They lie arms wide open at the bottom of the ocean, trusting that the energy of the cosmos will reach them. Their beauty reflects yours, and you are encouraged to lie beneath the stars with every chance you get, as this is how the light beings will connect to you. We are all interconnected, and this elder reminds you that your destiny was planned before you came into human form. It's time to remember. An Elder Starfish speaks. Invoke my medicine when you fear that you have lost your way and cannot find your purpose. I am the keeper of destinies and will call you back home. I shine with iridescent hues, reflecting the brilliance of the star nations. My gift is to connect the realms of land and sky. With my ability to regenerate, you are reminded that you can always begin again. You are always held by my wide open heart. And that is very interesting, because it brought to me, I haven't talked about UF disclosure. I don't, unless there's something brand new to share with, I don't always have a segment on that. But the Star Nation, the Native American peoples called the ETs the Star People, the Star Family, Star Nations. And, they exist, and we can communicate with them. And yes, being outside is a great time to look at the stars and connect with those energies. And also the point of regeneration. These stem cell patches that I'm working with from Lightwave helps you rejuvenate and regenerate your cells by reactivating our stem cells. So that kind of reminded me of that as well. And tonight we are going to talk a little bit about the X39 patch, in addition to another one that helps with hormones and that kind of thing. So yeah, I really like that retrieve your destiny. And it's so true right now with this lunar eclipse time. It's important to be aware of, you know, what's going on in our lives and realize that you, you are in charge of your reality and your life, and you're not a victim, you're a victor. So it's remembering that and asking for the help and receiving the help that's there to create the life that you want. All right, so I know Amazon is kind of on one of those boycotted lists, but this unfortunately is the storefront that I have created. And the way you can get to that, if you like this deck or any of the other decks I've mentioned, or books or other things, just go to good-vibes.tv, and all the different listings will be there. So if you want to purchase those, you can. Okay, so next up is our tip of the week. Whoops, how did that happen? Here, talk about technology issues. We're feeling the Mercury retrograde a little bit early, which happens. You do feel the Mercury energy, there's a shadow period before it goes retrograde and then after it goes direct. So 7 to 10 days you can start feeling the Mercury retrograde and seeing it manifest in your life, so be aware. So the tip of the week to raise your vibration. Now let's talk about last week's tip of the week, was to practice that 3-6-9 technique, where you're writing 6 different affirmations 3 times a day, and you're doing it for 9 days at a time, and then you're repeating that whole cycle 3 times. So I've started doing this, and not that I've noticed a whole lot of change, but the affirmations I could tell are getting more ingrained in my subconscious as I am doing it. And I did have a period where, because we were traveling, that I did one time, I wrote out my thing, but I missed 2 of them for that day. So what I did is I kind of made up for it the next day by doing those 2 and doing the 3 for the day. So again, it's all about intention. So if you do slip up, just try to catch up there. So let's talk about this week's tip of the week. And so this week's tip of the week is to practice stream of consciousness journaling and purge that which does not serve you. Again, following in line with the energy of the lunar eclipse in releasing that which does not serve. And so stream of consciousness journaling is just writing. It's kind of like automatic writing, but you're just purging. You're just, whatever comes to mind, you're just writing it out, letting it out. It's a purge. It's like if you were to just vent to someone, but you're venting to your journal, and you're just letting that all go, and crying if you need to, and releasing. It's a technique to help you release that which does not serve you. And if you like, you can tear those pages out and burn them to really release them, or tear it up and put it in tiny little pieces, flush them down the toilet. So whatever works for you as far as wanting to really release something. But try this especially during the next couple of days in sync with the lunar eclipse energy, and see if it can help you identify what you need to let go of. And then once you've created that space, or just kind of like decluttering the mind and the emotions by doing this, really, this helps you to release all that, create room so that you can bring in the new. So it's always in the energetic world, it's releasing something, and then you create a space. But it's really important to not just leave that space open for whatever to come in, but you control what it is you want to put in that space after you created it. So like when you're smudging your house or doing some spring cleaning, then decide, what is it that I want to put in this space right now? Or do I just want to leave it clear or zen, but I would still light a candle or light some incense to bring in energetically the positive energy, the positive vibes in the space once you've cleared it. All right, so that is the tip of the week. And yeah, that's what I've got for you on this 100th episode of Good Vibes Lifestyle. I hope you enjoyed it. And, please email me, write in the comments. I do respond. And remember to sign up. Let me get that link for you one more time. Sign up for our 100th episodes drawing. Again, www.tinyurl.com/GVLS 100th. And this way you can participate. And I will be doing the drawing next week during the show. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching today, and I wish you a happy lunar eclipse. May all your dreams and wishes come true. Easily let go of that which does not serve, and create the life that you want. So thanks again, and I will see you next week. Peace out, everyone.